In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following content contains adult language and humor that is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The views and opinions expressed during the following video content are those of the individual and may not reflect those of others.
Pacific414 for Pop Talk is here. Sit back and relax and join the conversation. We've got Baron, Orman Tagge, Cashmoney007 and even Mike too. Pop culture, entertainment, news and reviews. Discussions are had, opinions made from the panel to the chat. Everyone is welcome here. Reactions, watch parties and special guests. We like to have a good time. Pacific414 Pop Talk is underway. Pull up a seat, we're inviting you to stay. Articles, collectibles, reviews, you say. Baron, Cash and Mike bring the fun tonight. Now sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Don't forget to like or comment below. We almost forgot to share out the show. Pacific414 Pop Talk is one of a kind. It's true. It's true. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome all. No matter where you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It doesn't matter. This is the world, man. Welcome to Pop Talk here on Pacific 414. I know. I got a little fancy there, bringing a foreign language into it, showing my worldliness. Mike will be with us in just a few moments. He's fixing a little problem for our friends on Rumble because Evie Mux decided to be, I don't know what we should say, finicky. And while we're doing that, I'm going to sit back and say hi to Lady Mist out there, our lovely keeper of the dragons. We got Tim. Tim is out there. Some may call him, who cares? No, Tim. So, so here we are. Here we are, all set up and ready to go. We got some very interesting articles. It's going to be centering around basically one thing, and it's going to be that merger that's happening, and how some people are making references to the Disney when Disney was trying to do the same thing a few years back. You may remember that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't care. I do not know, but it was spotting out the differences, and of course, taking a look at what the outcome may be if this does happen. The states that are suing, and of course, we have part of the government agencies also going in there. And we finally got some people actually starting to do what their bloody job is, and that is to try to keep uh, basically our entertainment industry from being a monopoly, which is a dangerous thing. Uh, because you just don't want one viewpoint. You want to have competition. That's what gives us good shows. That's what gives us good entertainment. How many times did Star Trek get canceled because, well, CBS said, "Hey, we got Lost in Space. We don't need another space show," and various others until NBC was bold enough to take the show up for 3 years. During those three turbulent years, I should say. So that'll be the crux. We are also going to take a look and laugh at, I mean, maybe not, maybe we will, the box office as soon as Mike gets back in here. see how things have done in the motion picture release uh, to the theaters. And I'm telling you, folks, here's a spoiler alert. None of it looks good. None of it looks good except for one. And maybe, even though those numbers look good, maybe they should have been a little higher. We don't know. And as we like to say here at Pacific 414, especially here on Pop Talk, let's see what happens when we get the second week, because that's when longevity, how much is really impact packing, how much is really going to make that film something worthwhile. And if it drops greatly, then I don't care what your opening is, you suck.
Mhm.
Just in a nutshell. Just in a nutshell. So,
That's
and
the
oh,
plain and
Mike's
simple
back.
way of putting it.
Yes, yes. So, with no further ado, I am going to pass this on to our great host here on Pacific 414's Pop Talk, the man of the other tower of power himself, Mike.
And I hope everyone is doing well because we do have a lot to get through today. And for those of you who will be watching this on what will be the replay over on Rumble, I apologize for the technical difficulties that EV Mux is having as far as streaming over there. But
Maybe
again,
so. Maybe.
I will upload it there after the show sometime. It'll probably be up sometime in the early morning because I can download it real quick after we finish here. But yes, as Baron was saying, we do have a lot to get through for this evening's show, this afternoon's show, or this
Yep.
morning's show, depending on where you live.
Ooh,
And
morning show.
yeah. And, you know, the thing that really bugs me about, this whole Warner Brothers, Paramount Pictures deal, Paramount, Skydance deal, call it what you will, is the hypocrisy of it all. I don't want
Yeah.
Paramount to own Warner Brothers by any stretch of the imagination. I want to make sure that everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do find it interesting because I was doing my research into it before today's show that really there was only one lawsuit filed against the Walt Disney Company when they were purchasing 20th Century Fox. And that was by the Department of Justice. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I do have the link right here for everybody to check out.
And also, I just want to let everybody know that we are down one member here today, and that is, of course, our esteemed Cash Monet, who is actually embracing his more liberal side, his more caring side, and is attending a Pride event right now in Los Angeles. So he's going to watch a bunch of people kick a ball around.
Wait, Cash? No, that doesn't sound like Cash. He has no emotion at all.
Well, yeah, but he still went to a Pride event.
Yeah,
Motion
but
and AI there. And hey, Padawannabe, thank you for that. And let Fetty know that we say hi as well. And yeah, get together with him again here.
yeah, I've got to get in touch with him about coming on the show sometime when he's available.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good to see Padawannabe. It's good to see Lady Miss. It's good to see Tim. Let's see who else has strolled on into the chat. Jet Sparks is here.
Mm-hmm.
Antitrust laws not evenly endorsed. No.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is the game over already? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. But that's what this lawsuit that was filed, where I found it and everything, was the U.S. versus the Walt Disney Company and 21st Century Fox Inc. So we all know what happened there. And no, before anybody says, well, that happened under this administration, that happened under that administration, there have been plenty of administrations that have been involved in mergers and regulations that have allowed it to happen. Unfortunately, it's us, the regular folk, who happened to pay the price for it.
Mm-hmm. Is that a Journey Avatar? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, hell, if that's the Avatar Baron wants, that's the Avatar Baron wants.
I thought it was neat.
And Lady Miss says, congratulations to Spain. Well, congratulations.
Spain, yeah. Did they even watch it? They're probably doing a siesta at the time.
Oh, Baron.
What?
They should have said, if you merge, you need to sell stuff off. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I have plenty of articles related to what we're talking about, including what could possibly happen with Warner Brothers. But before we get into any of that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do what we always do every Sunday, and let's take a look at the weekend box office.
Siesta, I tell you, siesta.
All right, so folks, today was the day we find out how a hyped movie, a movie that's been hyped for over a year, and its director is a well-known director, and some people seem to flock to his movies no matter how good, no matter how bad they actually are.
Cash.
Yeah, but that's besides the point, but the Odyssey opened this Friday, and for a movie that cost upward to 300 plus million, look at what it was only able to make in a 3-day weekend. 124.5 million. Baron, that's pitiful. Especially for a movie that was hyped up like this one was.
Yeah, and did better than I was expecting. I think I told you the other day when we were talking, I was going to say 84 mil, but I was wrong. I guess it was. But yeah, I mean, it's got star power, it's got director power, and all that, and you have a bunch of the unwashed masses who don't understand what all of it's about. It's like, oh, it's Homer. Homer Simpson wrote this. Cool.
Well, not only that, you have an interpretation that was adapted, and an interpretation from 2018 that puts in modern vernacular into a story that's 3,000 years old. Yes, it's been retranslated multiple times, retold multiple times. But if you're going to translate a book, do it from the actual source. Do it as it was meant to be done, with no modern vernacular.
And classical English.
Yeah. And, don't cast people in it who really should be playing the parts that they're playing. Plain and simple.
Right.
And Tim is saying, if they claim people are X, Y, or Z for not seeing it, that's the coward's way out. That's the Hollywood way. That's all they want to do is say, well, you're bigots, you're phobes for not going to see this movie. I'm not going to see this movie because it's not the Odyssey. It's not even the Iliad, Baron.
No. Well, I stand corrected. They start off a little bit with the Iliad and then go into the Odyssey. And it's like, the Iliad's kind of a big thing if you love battles and stuff like that. I mean, and of course, horses, big ones. But yeah, I mean, read the source material and what people look like. Like I said last show, I said, what color was Achilles' hair? And Achilles' hair is long and red. I mean, I have my copy. And of course, it doesn't look like Achilles is even in this movie. So obviously, it must be at a point where he's no longer in it. Come on, light, turn on. But
I You look at this and you hear other people's reactions that aren't the paid critics, the paid shills,
Mhm.
and people are going, did Christopher Nolan even read the Iliad or the Odyssey, or did he just read the cliff notes?
No, he just looked at this one woman's interpretation. I'm not even going to say translation. And here's the line, very early part of the Iliad. Athena came down from heaven, from heaven. Queen Hera sent her, loving and anxious at once. She stood behind him and held him back by his long red hair.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think that might be yeah. So I mean, right there, it shows that no. What you're trying to push for interpretations, what these people look like back then, is wrong. And I know I went through a whole thing with you with this group moving around and stuff like that. I won't bore people here. We can do that another time. It doesn't. If you're going to do research, the Iliad is actually based on real events that became, uh, you know, a folklore. Started throwing in the gods and such, becoming
Well,
mythology.
that's what makes my eyes roll when I hear people in their videos say it's based off a myth.
Yeah.
And I roll my eyes because I'm going, they don't even understand that with a lot of our myths, there's some truth to it, to an actual event.
Right. Right. I believe there is a couple of men out there that inspired the legend of Arthur. There may not have been an Arthur, but there were some individuals that they combined to make Arthur. Uh, that much is in my heart is so. Same thing with Robin Hood. Robin Hood may have been a folk tale, but to protect the innocent and such like that. One person told me, yeah, it was basically it was Little John and Alan the Dale that were real people going around and telling the legend of Robin Hood. But it may have been, he may have been influenced by a individual or a couple individuals. This stuff happens. Paul Bunyan, I feel, was an actual true man. That stories got that way.
Mhm.
And what was it, 20, 25, maybe 30 years ago? They actually found Troy. They never thought it existed. And lo and behold, right about where Homer said, there we were.
Mhm.
There's Troy. So, yeah,
Again.
yeah. This was something that got turned into a giant mythological, or well, yeah, mythological epic saga, epic. I'll go with that. But saga is usually for the Norwegians or Norse.
Mhm. So, as we can see here, it made 124.5 million here domestically in the States, while internationally it made 139 million, excuse me,
Hmm.
564,000 internationally for a grand total of 264,064,000. Yet, its budget, and I'll share my screen real quick. As you can see, 250 million US dollars. That does not
Hmm.
include its marketing cost.
Right. And let's see what happens next week.
Hmm. Because we take a look at the weekend box office, as you all know, each and every Sunday. And what have we noticed for the past 2 years, Baron especially? It drops from one weekend to the next. There are big drops too.
Hmm.
And let's see, let me catch up with the chat. And Tim says the wishbone version is better. Yeah, I mean, hell, I even said in a chat Friday morning, I said, the Iliad and the Odyssey were required reading when I went through high school.
Mhm.
You had to read it in order to pass English.
The classics.
Yes. And Tim also says if I ever get a large amount of money, I'm making a film and we'll try to have it in the language of the time. We'll have it in subtitles. Oh, it
just
seems
like
like the right thing to do.
Yeah, like Gibson did with the Passion of the Christ and Apocalypto.
Mm-hmm.
I am more than on board with stuff like that. It makes the historical piece seem more, um, you know, easy to get lost into. There, how we say that, yeah.
And Tim mentions the gold from there, and the stuff ended up in Russia after World War II. And no one knew for the longest time it was there until the 90s. And Padawannabe says, quit trying to push men on me, Hollywood. Yeah, men in quotes. And it is good to see Phil J. McCracken. And Phil says, well, that's correct that Italians and Greek always said Troy was real. Yes.
Yeah.
I know that. You know that. But
I know
there
that.
are people online, Phil. There are videos available to watch online where people are calling it a myth.
Right.
I know the truth. I learned it.
That's why I said it.
And Phil also adds, and always blame cash money. Yeah, that sounds good.
Who?
Cash. We blame cash.
I don't know who that is.
Well, you mean the myth that is Cashmoney007.
There we go.
And if Tim says to quote Spock, oh, the classics. But yeah, I mean, $264 million for a Christopher Nolan movie that was being hyped big time. You know, last year, we were hearing about it. It's coming out. It's going to be the biggest movie of the 2026 summer box office, and this doesn't impress me. This number does not impress me at all. Not with how much tickets cost today.
Well, yeah, and the thing about it, though, yeah, it's they're probably right. This is going to be the big one of the year. It says something.
It does say something, but I mean, when we get to it, I'll show everybody. Here. I mean, Moana. Nobody wanted a live action Moana after the movie from 10 years ago. Nobody was asking for it. It was The Rock's ego getting in the way. Yeah, we need to do a live action.
Why? That's just it. Why?
Mm-hmm. And Millions of Monsters, it's doing okay here in the US. It didn't really open that great last week. But it opened better than Moana.
Yeah.
But it is being supported by the international market. So, there's going to be another one down the line if the international audience is the audience that is going for the movie. Now, Toy Story 5, it made $14.8 million here domestically this weekend, to add to its $430 million total domestically. And it's, again, a movie that's doing well internationally, and it could very well, cross $1 billion
still
here in the next week or two.
Still curious about those numbers on that.
Well, I am too, because both the domestic and the international were even.
Yeah, and then the next week just the international. because Bob from accounting didn't get the note. Or the intern Bob, I should say.
And let's see. Tim says, here we go, the old in search of. Yeah, folks, if you want to look at that, go ahead and look at that. I'm not going to look at it tonight, Tim, because we got a lot of articles to get through, and
yeah, it's a one-note show. Where is Cash? And we're going to go into investigation on that.
And Evil Dead Burn. I mean, I guess if you're an Evil Dead fan, you're going to like it, but it's just me, or is it not an Evil Dead film if Bruce Campbell's not in it?
Well, that's probably what hurt it. Honestly.
I mean, this just seems like a low grossing film, in my opinion, when we've seen what the horror genre can do in the summer, especially with Obsession and Backrooms.
Yeah.
The Invite. Oh, sounds like a horror story going on to a live stream sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that last time, trying to figure out.
I know.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you're right, though. It does sound like, yeah, you think we're going to be in trouble. You know, welcome to my chambers.
I mean, that's what I hear.
Raven.
Of course, Washington. I mean, for a low budget film, I'm going to find out exactly what its budget was, and I'll look at what you're saying here in just a moment, Phil. Unless you want to look at it, Baron, and
Yeah.
Because I'm getting the information for Washington.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Phil. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with how Disney did things.
Yeah,
I mean, and again, Bruce Campbell is no Evil Dead, and there's got to be some graveyard humor in there. I mean, I didn't see any humor listed on there, and there was always a bit of some humor in the Evil Dead films because of how Campbell played the role, and believable too. But yeah, I think there was. There was a ton of people getting paid to go out there and
I haven't given Disney my trust when it comes to their box office numbers for a movie being a supposed hit ever since Captain Marvel.
And I'm that way for a lot of this stuff. I mean, when you have 98% of Rotten Tomatoes giving it a top tier rating,
and the audience score give it a top tier rating, yet people were saying, I didn't look at it myself, but people were saying you look at the reviews and the reviews are actually low for the film. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But Young Washington had a budget of $20 million. And I'm not sure what the marketing budget was for it, but it's already made $41,027,197. I mean, again, it's not a very big budget film from a big budget studio, but it's still performing.
Yeah. And that's what we need. I mean, can you imagine if we got more of a push out there? The original one is scary. But can you imagine if it was given a proper, spotlight on it, and instead of like being buried, because it's about Washington by this wacko Christian group studio, and we don't want to do that because they're the enemy, and they're talking about George Washington. He's evil,
the evil white man,
the colonizers,
all that keyword terminology that we've heard for the last few years.
And in some ways, low T, if you get what I mean. Pete Hegseth would get back and go, get out of here.
Yeah. And Obsession, it made $2.5 million this weekend, and look, it's made $258 million domestically off a $750,000 budget.
Mm-hmm. To maybe $1 million, but even then,
Yeah.
let's just give it $1 million. It's like, yeah, that's a pretty good.
I would say this is a pretty good return on your investment.
I would say so. Yeah, a horror romance thriller.
Sounds like a marriage.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And Supergirl.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh, this is WB's worst. Oh, sorry. You know what? I was not on the ball.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
I know somebody's gonna go, I can't believe he's laughing at it. I mean, come on. I can admit Masters of the Universe sucked.
Yeah, unfortunately. But this was what they were putting. They were putting so much hopes on this film. This is Jimmy Gunn. Nothing of Jimmy Gunny should ever be that way.
And let's see. It's made 120 million worldwide, so that's about, I want to say, 7 million more than what Masters of the Universe made, but still.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Mm-hmm. That's a horrible poster for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's horrible.
Honestly, the movie wasn't all that great either. That's why I started cracking jokes.
Yeah, I know. But that does not invoke a hero. Think about the ones where Christopher Reeves is, the arm up in the air like he's taking off the fly, or things like that, or standing akimbo, arms akimbo, and with the cape behind him. I mean, honest. And then you have this.
Yeah.
Oops. I just cut one. God, I hope it's not too juicy.
Unfortunately, it's gonna look like the movie looked like a bunch of diarrhea. That was the color palette. Nobody knows how to do proper saturation and color grading anymore in movies. Nobody.
Are the ones that do, they're not hiring on to do these. But it's like, watching these old films with Pops, it's like you take a look at, even Red Sonja, as much of a turkey of a film that was.
Mm-hmm.
The cinematography was beautiful, and when they did add in like the matte shots and the model shots, how they matched, that was like, it was just completely and totally awesome. No CGI, no AI, hand painting and pictures, and maybe a little Vaseline on the lens. And it's like, even films like that, even films that were turkeys, had beautiful cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Heaven's Gate had beautiful cinematography. The film sucked.
And Tim, I know exactly what movie you want to go see. First, you're going to go see the Odyssey because you want to get your Zendaya fix there, and then you're going to want to get your Zendaya fix this Friday when Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out.
Simping is such a major turnoff to women.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah.
I am just joking with you there, Tim. I mean, well, let's face it.
Maybe.
There are certain actors who only have one range. The Rock only has one range. Zendaya only has one range. Heck, even Anne Hathaway has one range.
Yeah.
And
man, Steven Spielberg's disclosure date, it just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping after it made $44 million in its first weekend.
Which it should have done more.
Of course, it should have done more. But this is pitiful for a Spielberg film. You just saw one of Spielberg's films for the first time this past Wednesday in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
But this really is. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, you look at what he had. Jaws, Close Encounters. Heck, I think even 1941 probably did better. Taking into account for inflation. E.T. I mean, Indiana Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I mean, just list off the films, and of course, Geriatric Park, and amongst others. Let's go to the serious side, Schindler's List, where he was an absolute maverick on that one when he insisted it be done in black and white, bucking against the system, the studios, and winning. And then we have this, and his stupid statements he's making before going. It's like, really? First of all, nobody cares.
I was going to say, his statements that he was making about people who are religious, how this film's going to change their mind on religion when they see it. It's like, Hollywood, you definitely know how to shit the bed before your movie even comes out.
Well, and I'm serious with this. These leftists, not liberals, leftists, they believe that Christians are weak-willed, that they're easy prey to lead around and be fooled and can't think for themselves and only don't read anything or experience anything other than the Bible and Davy and Goliath, when they're absolutely wrong. Especially when you have some
people who are thinking that way are showing their ignorance.
Right, and it's Steven Spielberg showing his ignorance, especially when he had two films that were heavily inspired on Judeo-Christian belief, the Lost Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail. So, it's like, Steven, wake up. When people, some people are that way because that's how they were brought up, just like any other belief system out there, whether it's communism, atheism, it just doesn't matter. And when it comes to communism, sometimes that's the same thing because the state is God. But it doesn't mean that people are weak-willed. And that's the trouble. I mean, I just was watching one thing where I don't know what the hell her name is, but she's a twat waffle that was on there talking with another one, and she sit back saying about how horrible homeschooled kids are because all they're getting fed is this Christian MAGA stuff.
I saw that clip.
You saw her? You saw old pink face?
Yeah, I did.
Actually, I called her something else. I won't repeat it here, but it did start with a C. Okay, I'll sit back and say what it was. Confused. I called her confused. No. It was harsher than that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're going out there and making that statement. It's like you have the intellect that's not even to the level of a gnat. I mean, when a gnat can win an argument with you with 4 arms tied behind its back, okay, 3 arms behind its back. You're not a thinker. You're not a great thinker. You're just vomiting out BS. And that's Steven Spielberg.
It's not just Steven Spielberg, it's all of Hollywood right now, just spewing out their BS.
Right, exactly. And they wonder why. Because it's not just the fact they're going out and insulting, particularly one religious group. It's amazing. They won't go after Judaism, even though Judaism, Christianity is an extension of that, if you want to look at it that way. Or Islam, because, well, they'll kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Or Buddhism, Hinduism, Shintoism. the belly button lint god. Oh yeah,
Been collecting belly button lint for the last 15 years of my life.
see, he's a full believer in the belly button lint god. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's only one group they want to go after. The one group they shouldn't go after. Be honest with you, and they just show their true colors of ignorance and stupidity. I mean, oh yeah, I said ignorance, didn't I?
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Actually, that's being too nice because they do know better, so it's not ignorance.
Oh, of course they
Full
know
on
better,
fucking
but
stupid.
I'm going to say it. They're retarded.
Yeah.
They are
Wow.
retarded.
Yeah, they're retreads. They are. I mean, it's different when you have Dawkins or Hitchens going forward and trying to have a semblance of a logical argument. And I can't remember if it was Dawkins or Hitchens that was upset with the atheist crowd because all the chin beards were just salivating stupidity and never read the Bible, where Hitchens says no, or both of them actually said no. You read the Bible, you got to know what they're saying, you got to know what you're battling. But no, they're too busy going out there and you like you worship your imaginary friend. Haha, checkmate! I won. Drop my.
Right, Baron the Body Ventura.
No, well, Jesse the Body Ventura is exactly that way.
That's why I mentioned it, Baron.
That I should have done it like Jesse. You know,
And Phil, thank you for being here with us tonight. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday, brother. And I hope to see you next time, man. Let's see.
Off to harass another stream.
If you're a religious person, wouldn't you want to see things too about the world?
Hell yeah.
Most people who I know who are religious, they still want to see what the world is about. They still want to learn about other cultures.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Well, no, that's their mockery. I mean, I've read most of the Quran. I've read segments of the Book of Mormon. I'm sorry, my apologies to those who might be faithful to that. I do not consider Mormonism Christian. I'm sorry, but that's my belief. I'm not attacking you. I'm not even attacking the religion. I'm just going off of my opinion. I even got the Indian texts that they have for where they the ones that they talk about when the curious came down and nuked half of India. Where they're trying to sit back there. See, UFOs back to men. What would I be reading those things if I'm a closed-minded bigot? No. I mean, I read a lot of things. I'm gonna die under books. I know it. One of these days, I'm gonna sneeze, and they're all gonna come down, and that's the end of Baron. What a hell of a way to go! Better than the way I was planning on going. But knowledge. You want to know what other people believe. You do want to read the Talmud. I haven't read it yet, but the Talmud, which is not an ancient text because that came out in the AD times, and such. So the further some of the studies that they have in Revere, you have that curiosity. If you don't have that curiosity and wanting to know, well, I tell you what, people who aren't Christians don't give a rip about expanding their horizons. There's some people who have never. Yeah, thank you very much, because I can't pronounce that. So I'm glad you did that for me, Tim. But yeah, I got a copy of it somewhere near here. It's a little bit more. Yep. Now I become death to destroy worlds. Yep. Uh, with all the new books I'm coming in from my father, it's kind of hard for me to get to. But no, honestly, I mean, I'm Lutheran. I'm Missouri Center Lutheran, hardcore
Mhm.
conservative Lutheran. But yet, I got a copy of the Catholic Catechism. Why? Well, you want to know what they're saying.
You want to broaden your horizon.
Hmm? Yeah, I got the Apocrypha. It's not part of the Lutheran Bible. It is part of the Catholic one, but uh, but we don't adhere to it as the true word. But we do view it as something that's good to study and look at.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Steven Spielberg, up yours. You're an idiot. And when we do have that the our next show about the strange and spooky, I'm going to expand on something that where I changed my mind on something, and thanks to Spock. Yeah, that's an wrong. Okay, I'm getting off of my sermon pulp.
And Tim says,
Hmm.
well, I bet you were going to say not once. Did you swear? No, you didn't.
I did.
Well, not like we've both done in the past on the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a copy of the Ruby Idol Morikamis right over there, and a couple copies of Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Actually, I got more than that because I got my dad's collection too.
Mm-hmm.
One of those fancy copies.
All right, so I'm not even going to play the transition video. We're just going to get right into this. This is from Business Insider, and it's by James Ferris. And 12 state attorney generals sue Paramount Skydance in an attempt to block its Warner Brothers Discovery deal.
What?
I said 12 state attorney generals are suing to block the Paramount Warner Brothers deal, son.
Well, since I took so much time adding some more clips in there, I'm going to be using it.
What? All right, so getting into this, it says Paramount Skydance's plan to buy Warner Brothers Discovery is running into resistance. Yet, like I posted in that link with the antitrust lawsuit, didn't find any lawsuits related to Disney's acquisition of 20th Century Fox. You want to know? You want to know why? Because Hollywood is full of hypocrites. And before you go and say that Paramount Skydance is conservative, if they were so conservative, then why did they choose not to air the president's speech the other night?
Mm-hmm.
Because along with them, NBC and ABC elected not to broadcast the president's speech. So don't tell me they're conservative, because if they were,
No,
they would have said we're going to broadcast
right,
the president's speech.
because that's normal.
Yeah.
Usually all networks would go for that, even PBS.
Mm-hmm.
And them going that way, they are making a political statement.
Mm-hmm.
And they're showing how dangerous it is to have a entertainment industry, and yeah, I'm going to put news in there too, because that's basically all they're glorifying themselves out to be, a bunch of gossip artists. But when you start gumming down to just one voice out there, soon you wouldn't hear anything. The president would have a speech, and you'd be hard pressed. And all those that go out there, I got Fox. Yeah, one network, ein, singular, one, whose opinion side is conservative. The news end isn't that conservative. Go on and actually watch their actual news, and it's not. But they have a lot of their opinion. Whether it's Hannity, whether it's I don't know. I can't remember who else. Jesse Waters. Yeah, Jesse Waters is on there. And of course, you got Gutfeld, which is just more of a comedy entertainment show. Um, that compared to all the others, ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS, CNN, CNBC, MS Now, or PMSNBC. I mean, look at all the one networks that side one way. Ein. But yet Fox is the problem and they're the propaganda piece. No, they're giving another side. Again, it comes down to the cowardly thing I was saying about earlier about, when Steven Spielberg is sitting back saying, oh, Yankees only want one thing and blah, blah, basically that's what he was saying. He's going to make them question because we're going to lighten them. No, that's not the case. If you're afraid to go, if you're a liberal and you're afraid to go and listen to something that's off of Fox, you're a coward. I, as a conservative, have no choice but to hear the other side constantly. Because you fire up your browser, what comes up? Yahoo News or Google News and all that, which is still, again, in cahoots with the other side. The main are lame stream media. I am fed it no matter what. I have to go out of my way to get a balanced one or a conservative one. I have to go out of this country to get a balanced one. Whether it's Japan. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I was just going to mention that because you told Cash and I about the Korean news channel on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
young.
That's a way of getting the outside perspective.
Yeah,
into our very own. Yeah.
Which is Japan. Our France 24, which is left of center, but you still get better news and a more worldly news. Right. What was ABC World News Night? Bullshit. Bullshit. You're not world news. But you hit 24/7, the France 24. Boom. You're hearing about Africa and stuff in Africa that you never hear. Never hear here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I like the opinion pieces on Sky News Australia, or they're changing their name now, because it's absolutely hysterical. I mean, there is fully tongue-in-cheek. That's why I enjoy listening to that. Rhea Penny.
I don't blame you.
Others. Yeah.
I've seen some of the clips and I've laughed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I did say PMSNBC, Tim.
But real quick, I do want to say hello to a certain somebody in the chat.
But am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
How you doing, DJ? Good to see you, brother.
DJ Ronnie G and his turtles, nerd. Yeah. But, that's the thing I sit back and say. If all you're relying on is the lamestream media and you will not go and listen to another side and hear what they're saying, what are you afraid of?
They're afraid of getting a different perspective. That's what they're afraid of.
Shouldn't I be afraid of reading the Quran then? Oh my God, it'll probably convert me. No, it won't.
I was going to say not necessarily.
No. Widen the world.
It'll give you an insight into what that side's thinking, how that side operates.
Right. Oh, by the way, the ones I'm talking about with Asia, I don't know about the people in the chat knows. Those Asians, Arirang or NHK, they have an English news feed. Mm-hmm. So that's great. Yeah. My favorite weather girl from Arirang is gone now, sadly. I miss you, Park.
But getting back to this article, it says state attorney generals from California, New York, New Jersey, and 9 other states have sued David Ellison's media company, alleging its $110 billion Warner Brothers Discovery deal is anti-competitive and harmful to consumers. Yet those same 12 states had no issue with the mouse purchasing 20th Century Fox with the mouse. Purchasing Marvel with the mouse, purchasing Star Wars and every other company they've purchased throughout the years.
Mm-hmm. Right. Marvel. Well, basically, they got back Pixar. Pixar is one of those that bounced around. By the way, that's North Korean news. I'm talking about South Korea, not a cielo. But there is a guy who does. He downloads. He found it by accident. The North Korean feed that they have for satellite, and he downloads it and then puts it on. Puts it on YouTube. Sadly, though, I haven't been able to get a you know the English subtitles for it. So it's all in Korean, but it gives you kind of a idea of what a day is like on North Korean telly.
But it goes on to say here that the deal is anti-competitive and harmful to consumers, yet you guys had no problem with Disney and other companies and their acquisitions.
Which I think if people go back in time and watch some of the old broadcasts, we were saying that same thing about the Disney one. It's going to hurt. This is not good.
I was saying it back in 2018 when the deal happened.
Right.
It's not like I'm picking and choosing to be against this Warner Brothers Paramount deal and not the Disney deal. I was totally against the Disney Fox merger.
Right. Because I'm antitrust. I want to break up monopolies. I want to bust these trusts.
No one company should be the main source to get all your entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Because take a look at one way. That's your fast track to socialism and communism, where they dictate what you digest for information, entertainment, or whatnot, and look at all the propaganda they've been feeding us, especially the last decade plus.
Mm-hmm.
DEI, Blackwater, or whatever the hell its name is, all those, and you're finding out that all this is being funded and used to try to change our viewpoint, not give us entertainment, and to hammer it home. And look how entertainment has.
Well, look at the performance of the Odyssey. Perfect example. That movie should at least be making $200 million this weekend, and it's only been able to pull in a pitiful $124 million domestically. Come on.
Right. I want to see what happens next week. I really do.
And before I continue on with the article, I do want to say hello to John Randall. Pet Forever. Good to see you, brother.
Fez forever. He's got the Fez. He is a Shriner. He is one of the guys that Ray Stevenson sang about in the Shriner song that they had.
South Korea, work for Samsung if you want a livable wage, says DJ.
No, actually, the big thing that South Korea is having is their population. Their population keeps on dropping.
Well, same with Japan.
Yeah, and I was going to follow through with Japan, too, yeah. Hey, if I was younger, I'd go over there and be a stud because that's what they're looking for, studs.
It says the unlawful merger of these two entertainment behemoths would lead to higher prices, lower quality, and less content for film and television, harming movie theaters, basic cable distributors, and ultimately audiences on every sofa and movie theater seat in the U.S., California Attorney General Rob Bonta said in a statement. Yet Disney hasn't done that? Huh?
No.
Huh?
No, they never done that. They're the bestest company ever. Well, well, yeah, you're probably old enough. I don't know. You're probably still a kid when this was all happening. But back in the '80s, when people were pissing and moaning because a cable company would come in and say,
Cox Cable, for example.
Hmm?
Cox Cable, for example, come and buy up the smaller cable companies. They came into the San Diego area, and in my particular part of San Diego County that I was living in, we had Dimension Cable, and they bought them out.
Right. But they had monopolies.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, if you were in Minneapolis, you only had one choice because they made a deal with the city. And it's kind of understandable because it was their cable wires that they were putting up.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, there was no option for another company to come in because, well, they lit the doorknob. This is ours. So you had no choice on who you had. But with that, say Richfield had a different one, but they're priced differently. They were cheaper for whatever reason. Minneapolis is more expensive. And then you get some people out in the waylaying areas, the smaller towns and stuff like that that's far away, they would have a different price. And usually it was higher because, well, it took a lot more to get that stuff out to them. So people were bitching and moaning about that. And they wanted to have, no, we want to pass a law, wrong, to make all of them the same price. Wrong. Because you know what happens. No one's going to lower their prices. But the ones that have the low prices will raise them up to the high one, like the one that might be out in Kungfawi, Minnesota, who has maybe a quarter percent higher in price than a lot of the others. And that's what happens. You don't want that to happen, or the government coming in and telling you to do that. Because that's what's going to happen. Because they're monopolies. What choice did you have? And then, like you said, Mike, then the other ones start coming in here. And boom, they start buying out all these companies. And yeah, it is. But no one is using it. Fez. Or I should say John. My super wrench. They're out there. It's just selective.
Well, that's why I responded to him by saying it's supposedly still in effect.
Yeah, I saw that. And a lot of these problems I still put on the shoulders of Ronald Reagan. When he allowed studios and stuff like that, or anything, to have more than one TV station and two radio stations in a market. Or you could have two if one of them was a UHF, because nobody wanted to play with UHF back in the day. But yet, that's where a lot of people gravitated to when Fox came out and Star Trek The Next Generation came out. Because those were usually on a UHF channel. And then some of the strange things happen. CBS, the station that owns CBS, moved theirs to a UHF channel so they could put the Fox on the VHF. Oh, that doesn't even include the premium channels like HBO, Movie Channel, Showtime, Skinamax. Back in the day, Bravo, you had to pay extra for.
Yeah.
Disney Channel, yeah. Yeah.
When we had satellite, we had to pay extra for channels like one of the lifetime extra channels that they sprouted. When all these channels were say, watch ESPN2 or ESPN News or anything that sprouted another channel like FXX. And get your minds out of the gutters, folks. It was just FX other channel.
Yeah. And the thing is, Bravo was, because that was your highbrow channel. That's where you went to watch the highbrow stuff that you would see. Like,
yes.
And now what do you have? The Fat Housewives of Grease Turkey. Now, I don't know. I mean, my how the
too many reality shows have. turn
Yeah,
these once proud cable companies, once proud cable channels into slop.
well, again, it goes into the fact that they started buying out all of them.
Mm-hmm.
When you went to the Learning Channel, you actually saw stuff that was learning stuff. When you went to the History Channel, you were getting history stuff. Well, except when you got to about 11 o'clock at night, then all of a sudden turned into Der Fuhrer's network. And, you could watch great shows about how they had their UFOs and stuff like that. But, that was a big joke. It was primarily about the little Austrian corporal. But still, it was history. And let's
Yeah.
see, TLC, Travel Channel was about traveling.
I used to
No,
watch it every once in a
I
great while. If there was a place they were talking about that I would like to go there someday.
hmm Yeah, and you're absolutely right about that, John. They did.
Mhm. And it's good to see Jamie Lynn Simmons, who says, yes, well, given the fact it's because they acquired it.
hmm Right.
Yeah. The whole dynamic changes once one corporation acquires more than one station. I know I'm stating the obvious.
I mean, it's like the FCC rules. What's happening to The View is well deserved because you cannot put that show into a news program. It is not. It's an opinion channel. So it's not news. So them trying to pass themselves off as that, especially with all the notes that Sunny Holston has to do to have the retraction of the lies they said.
Don't get me started on her.
Don't get you started. Oh yeah.
Don't get me
But
started
no,
on her because we'll never get back to tonight's topic.
I didn't mean to, but the thing is they're handing out while they're filming it, and you can see it. So it's like because they have to correct it ASAP because they know they got a lawsuit coming their way,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's like, yeah, the FCC is well within the bounds. It's not a Trump witch hunt. This should have been done before. This should have been done under Biden. This should have been done under Obama. This should have been done under George.
It should have been done under George Sr., George Bush Sr.
Yep. And Reagan should never have allowed the FCC to change those rules.
Well, it's because he allowed the FCC to change the rules that we got the cartoons we received in the 80s and 90s. You can't forget that.
Yeah. Well, there's some rules that needed to be rescinded, and there's others that shouldn't have. And I'm talking about the ones that should not have been.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it's selective. It's who's paying what. It's the government and entertainment should never meet.
Yet they've been
Never.
sleeping in the same bed for an awful long time.
Right. Yes, there are. I mean, even when it comes around to regulations of what you can say, the Carlin 7 dirty words, right? How often did uh, Howie Stern get away with all that? And even if they did do something, it was a drop in the bucket for a fine, amongst others. We'll be selective on that. It's just like in professional basketball where the big star can travel, no problem. They won't call him, but Skinny's Salzburg, doesn't, but he comes close to it and he gets called.
It's like when Shohei Ohtani was being accused of gambling and they threw all the blame on his interpreter, and Shohei Ohtani just gets away with a slap on the wrist.
Yeah. This might
you can't
the gamble.
I'm just gonna say you can't tell me that Ohtani didn't know anything about the gambling, and you can't say to me that he didn't participate because I believe he did.
Oh,
And because MLB didn't want to lose a star player that brought in money for them, they gave him the slap on the wrist and they shifted all the blame to his interpreter.
right.
I
And
mean, it's
yeah,
still
there's a
sticking
lot.
with Shohei Ohtani. You know,
Mhm.
he's a player that has a special rule where he can still hit and pitch. Well, if you're going to do that, just bring back traditional National League rules to
Yep.
both the National League and American League and have the pitcher hit for himself again.
Right. I'm for that, and I'm American League.
And let's see. Tim is saying, what's traveling in basketball? You know, when you don't
Yeah.
bounce the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pete Rose, he should be in the Hall of Fame, and
Yeah.
it's a damn shame he's not in the Hall of Fame, and it's a damn shame that they didn't put him in for his numbers alone while the man was still alive.
Yeah, because you got people who are betting against their teams and nothing happens to them. Pete
Mhm.
Rose was betting on his team. If he's betting on his team, you know he's going to do everything possible to win.
Yep. And it's good to see the Godzillionaire who says, did you see the BS in college football where the Texas hated that it just skipped on me as I'm reading that, where the Texas Tech quarterback was betting on sports and the NCAA was like, whatever, boys, will be boys. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I saw that. And real quick, and we will continue on with this article, but real quick, because Godzilla, you have asked about it, and I told you it's going to be on the 8th of next month. Since you're here, I'm just going to show this real quick, folks, and we'll get back to the main part of the program for tonight. So let me switch my screens. And I'm just going to...
I hate thinking that next month is August.
Dude, don't get me started on it.
Don't get me started on it.
But let me bring this up. And I whipped this up today for the rewatch of Transformers the movie that's going to happen on the 8th of next month. And then what I did, and again, I'm using it as a tool.
Mm-hmm.
I went into Grok and I said, hey, Grok, enhance this a little bit, you know, make it a little bit more vibrant. Have it fit with the theme a little more. And this is what Grok spit out from my original thumbnail. So I just wanted to show you that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Like I said, he asked me the other night when I was playing Shadow of War. You know, when are we going to have that watch party? And
so you're going to make me cry again. Great. Thank you.
it's all about you, isn't it?
Yes. You know it.
Yeah. And real quick, Tim says, I know what traveling is. I know. I'm just giving you a hard time, Tim. Come on. I do that here.
Because you're Tim.
No, I'm not talking about Moneyball. I'm not talking about how the A's found a way to get good players into their system, onto their team by being cheap. I'm talking about teams like the Los Angeles Dodgers who have a lot of money and who have a star player that has been signed to a big contract. And a lot of that money is being held until a certain date and time when he actually receives it, just so the Dodgers can continue to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And Fed says baseball is dead to me, as is football, most other sports. I haven't cared about football since the Chargers left San Diego. And that was 9 years ago. But getting back to this article, Bonta continued, consolidation here not only leads to higher prices, it also leads to fewer opportunities for important stories to come to life. Well, the Writers Guild of America already did that to themselves when they agreed to their new deal after they went on strike. 10 writers in a writer's room for one TV show, and most TV shows only go 8 episodes anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it also says here, and fewer ways for audiences to encounter stories, ideas, perspectives beyond their own experiences. The lawsuit focuses on theatrical film distribution, claiming that the combination would account for about 27% of the market. Together, Bonta said Paramount, Warner Bros. Discovery, Disney, Universal, and Sony would control about 86% of the theatrical distribution market, including the lion's share of top-grossing blockbuster films. They already do. Mm-hmm. All those companies already do. We're only now getting independent studios like Angel Studios, for example, or even Lionsgate, which is one of the smaller studios, distributing their movies. And it says, outside movies, the lawsuit highlights the Paramount Warner Brothers deal tie-up's potential influence over the market for cable channels. The lawsuit was widely expected. Bonta said before the deal was official that his office would give any proposal to buy Warner Bros. Discovery a very close look. Yeah, I'm sure. It goes on to say Paramount responded in a statement that the lawsuit reflects a fundamentally flawed application of the antitrust laws and is wrong on both the facts and the law. Ellison's company pledged to vigorously defend the transaction. It says delaying this transaction will only harm entertainment workers who have already suffered over recent years as technology has disrupted their livelihood and costs. California tends 1,000 of entertainment jobs, Paramount said. Well, they already did that to themselves when the actors and the writers went on strike 3 years ago.
Yep. Now the reckoning's coming.
Don't play me your sad small violin now when the damage was already done.
Take your pitchforks and torches and go to Fran Drescher's place because she's the one that screwed you over.
Mm-hmm. Ross Bennis, a senior analyst at Business Insider's sister company, eMarketer, said that the state's lawsuit was unlikely to stop the deal. With regulatory agencies gutted, state attorney generals are provided an easy political win by going after Paramount, Bennett said. Their success in stopping the merger appears unlikely because they do not have federal jurisdiction and the Trump administration effectively controls all branches of government. Media analyst Rick Prentice of Raymond James said that the Paramount Warner Brothers deal does not explicitly require UK or state approvals to close. And I do have an article related to what Paramount's going to do. It is possible the merger could have all necessary approvals by July 22nd, and the companies could close the merger on that date. Well, the 22nd's coming up this week. Yes. Princess said in a recent note, however, he added that a lawsuit could delay the deal's close. Paramount wants to buy Warner Bros. Discovery as soon as possible. Buying Warner Bros. Discovery would make Paramount a Hollywood superpower by giving it control of the Warner Bros. Studio, HBO, HBO Max, and TV networks like CNN. Ellison already has Paramount Pictures, the Paramount Plus and Pluto TV streamers, the CBS Broadcast Network, and cable channels like MTV. Paramount has been hoping to fast track its Warner Bros. Discovery acquisition, as the company has agreed to pay Warner Bros. Discovery shareholders about $7 million each day that the deal doesn't close, starting after September 30th. And again, I have an article related to this right here.
He worked hard.
I did my research. I knew if this is going to be the main topic for tonight's show, I had to do my diligence to find articles related to every possible outcome. So it says,
boy, it's a good thing you're not in California, because Gavin Newsom would put an end to that, because no independent reporters. That fully First Amendment law that he passed or wanted passed or to get going.
It says Donald Trump's Department of Justice approved Paramount's Warner Bros. Discovery deal in mid-June, stating that the transaction was not likely to result in harm to competition or American consumers in streaming, pay TV, or movie production and distribution. And remember, when the Disney-Fox deal went through, it was under the Trump administration.
Mm-hmm.
The first one. So keep that in mind. It says European regulators are reviewing Paramount's plan to acquire Warner Bros. Discovery and have already secured concessions, including Paramount exiting the United International Pictures joint venture with Comcast Universal Pictures. The European Commission now has until July 22nd to review the updated proposal. It says top Hollywood stars, including Ben Stiller and Mark Ruffalo, have spoken out against the deal, saying in a joint statement that it would further consolidate an already concentrated media landscape and result in fewer opportunities for creators, fewer jobs across the production ecosystem, higher cost, and less choice for audiences in the United States and around the world. You guys already did that to yourselves when you went on strike 3 years ago.
Well, now you're concerned, Mark Fluffer?
So now I'm going to go to a story from The Wrap. Before I go into the Writers Guild story, I'm going to make sure.
The Wrap. I haven't heard from them in ages.
So this is what Paramount is planning on doing. And if you could do me a favor and keep an eye on the chat as I'm reading the article, please, Spirit.
I will do that, sir.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah,
no, I was trying to do like and stripes. I was trying to do like stripes.
All right. Are they trading, sir? I gotta add that clip back.
Well, that's the thing. How much of Europe is state-run TV? NRK in Norway, they have 2 channels that's state-run. The BBC, they have 2, 3 channels, and that's not including all the radio that they have all out there. There we have again the fact that they are government run. Wherever it goes to, and of course they've basically turned PBS into government run, whether people like it or not. That's why they're all upset about having government funding going to PBS. Well, that takes away the P part, public, not government. So, yeah, well, let's not forget Canada up above, Canadian News Net, Canadian Broadcasting, the CBC, so NHK.
And I'm not surprised people went right to the bigot moniker there, Tommy. That seems to be their go-to word whenever you don't agree with somebody anymore. But I hope you're doing well tonight, brother.
Yep. And Tommy, quit being a bigot. kidding.
Nobody really cares what Europe has to say.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to our businesses, nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I titled the stream what it is, because I think it's all a bunch of bullshit. So this article is by JD Knapp. It was posted on the 14th. It says Paramount still plans on closing Warner Brothers Discovery merger by end of September, despite legal fight from 12 states. This is an antitrust case. To stop a merger, the merger has to be anti-competitive. This merger is pro-competitive. The company leads outside counsel Jeffrey Kessler says.
Pro-competitive? But go on.
Don't make me laugh.
I like
not you, Baron. That statement.
I was trying to get you to laugh.
Paramount still plans on closing its $110 billion merger with Warner Brothers Discovery this quarter, even though a dozen states have filed a temporary restraining order against them, as well as a lawsuit as a matter of antitrust. But again, it's already been approved by the federal. So this sucker, like it or not, is more than likely going through.
Right.
Whether we like it or not.
Exactly.
And it says they are seeking TRO, but we had indicated to them that the intention of the company is to be able to close starting July 22nd, when we expect to have all the clearances, or we can work out a schedule to get this all decided by early September. Paramount's lead outside counsel, Jeffrey Kessler, told David Faber Tuesday on CNBC. And that's the same Jeffrey Kessler, along with David Ellison, who have plans for Star Trek to bring it back to the Rathacon era and the Next Generation era. That would be perfectly acceptable to the company if that would create an orderly procedure. The states rejected both alternatives. If they got a TRO, it would last 14 days. The most it could last is another 14 days, and then we'd have to go to what's called a preliminary injunction anyway. We do not expect them to be able to get a preliminary injunction, he added. This is an antitrust case. To stop a merger, the merger has to be anti-competitive. This merger is pro-competitive. The lawyer's commentary came a day after the 12 state attorneys generals from California, Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, and Washington filed a lawsuit over the unlawful merger due to fears of consolidation. Yet again, you had no issue with Disney and Fox.
None.
I'm going to keep saying that. It says anybody who knows the entertainment industry knows it is in deep trouble. No shit. Look at the weekend box office every weekend like we do. You'll see that it's in trouble. You'll see that ratings for TV shows aren't as high as they used to be. And I know part of that has to do with streaming. Well, the streaming numbers aren't there for some shows on Netflix. Why do you think some of those shows are only getting 1, maybe 2 seasons before they're canceled? All right, so it says Lenore Television is in deep trouble because of streaming and because of cord cutting. Theatrical is in deep trouble because of the advent of streaming and what it has done. I think it's more the price of tickets to go to a movie. That's what's hurt. Concessions. That's what's hurt.
Well, yeah, it's just not the price. It's also the fact that you're
the quality of the product.
Quality. Right.
Probably with the way things are going there.
Hmm.
And let's see, it goes on to say this merger is designed to make a stronger linear television company, to make a stronger theatrical producer, to create a true competitor in streaming that can go toe to toe with Netflix or a Disney or a Prime. So that's something that consumers should want. Labor should want. Theaters should want. Yes, but if you're not giving us quality television shows, quality movies, we're still not going to go to the theaters. We're still not going to support our local theater.
No.
We want quality.
I mean, right. The only thing that's wowed me so far this year was Spider Noir.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ever thought I was going to like that show as much as I did.
It was a very good show. And if it doesn't get a second season, I'm fine with it. Why? Because the way they ended the last episode of the first season.
Right.
It says the co-executive, Winston Taylor, also reiterated the merged company's intention to release 30 theatrical films a year in addition to the 45-day window. Yes, we did talk about that a couple of months ago here on Pop Talk.
Yeah. Yet they're kind of pushing it with certain other things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Further saying, they told the states they could enforce these commitments. I believe in competition because I think competition benefits consumers. No shit, Sherlock. Or better yet, let me just go ahead and play the clip once I find it.
Oh.
Where are you, Al? So many clips, man. There you are.
The hell you say?
But anyways, he's already said that. That's the whole philosophy of antitrust laws. He explained, I have a great respect for the states as enforcers, but I will also defend cases where I think the antitrust claims are misguided and you're actually looking to use the antitrust laws to interfere with something that is going to be pro-competitive. So it was an easy call for me to take this one for Paramount because I believe it's the best thing for the industry.
And
just
I'm getting a shit ton of money.
Yep. And it says, just to make it clear, if there's going to be more pictures, that is more jobs for actors, more jobs for writers, more jobs for directors. It's not fewer jobs because content is going to go up as a result of the merger. Kessler further noted, we're not going to close before July 22nd, and the plan is still to close this quarter before the end of September. That is the goal. I think we'll either do it because they won't get a preliminary injunction or because we'll meet a happy agreement with them one way or the other. However, he also said they'd appeal if the states do get their preliminary injunction. Absolutely. The company believes strongly that this and they would take this up to the Supreme Court if they have to. Of course they would.
Yeah. And
of course they would.
You say you're going to do that many films a year, but what is going to be the reality? And even then, you can still trim because you still got a lot of waste. You still got a lot of overlap. You're going to get rid of the overlap, so people are going to lose their job. You're not going to keep everybody on. That much is a fact. The pool is going to get smaller. And then you're going to have your favorites that you're going to want to have in there. So there'll be probably actors and actresses and writers who are not even considered for your projects because those aren't the ones we work with.
Nope. And folks, I'm going to get you the link to that edition of Pop Talk where we talked about Ellison releasing 30 films per year. So there you go, YouTube, and Blaze, you'll have it here in just a second.
Yeah. Can we say lie? They're not going to be able to do that.
Okay, now it's there. So, we're not done yet, folks. We're not done with talking about these lawsuits because now
Oh, hello, everybody. I thought I was the one. Oh, is Mike back or am I on? There we go.
I'm back. It
Oh,
disconnected,
it was
then reconnected. No.
Oh, my fault. Okay, I thought my thing went down, and it's like, oh, great. So I'm not saying a damn thing. I'm just sitting there like an idiot.
No, it was mine that went down because I was just about to read this article, and then I saw it saying on my end, disconnecting, and now it's reconnecting.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on there, Pat. I wish I had an answer.
Yeah.
It goes on to say Jody Godoy and Lisa Witchrein, okay, two writers had to write this article. Why?
Of course.
Why? Come on. There you go. Come on, Evie Mucks. Cooperate.
Mm-hmm.
The Writers Guild of America sued on Tuesday to block Paramount's $110 billion acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery, saying the deal would jeopardize writers' livelihoods and threaten the health of U.S. entertainment. You guys did that yourself.
Right. You have nothing to complain about. Shut up. Sit in the corner.
It goes on to...
Oh, it looks like he might have gone again. I don't know if this will stay up. But as it goes, the cases are a blow to Paramount's bid to become a bigger rival to Netflix and Disney, a day after California and 11 other states sued to block the deal. Paramount, which, is Mike back? Mike's back, yay.
I don't know what's going on. Baron, go. Let me give you the link. Go ahead and read the article. I'm going to leave the studio and I'm going to come right back, okay?
Yeah, you got it. Just throw her in the private.
I'll be back as soon as possible.
He's going to be back as soon as possible. You guys are now stuck with me. So let me see if I can share this. Share this screen. Boom. And the window. There we go. And share. And add to scene. Boom. And how's this? Nope. That's not how we do it. Nope. There we go. And let's make this a little bigger, shall we? Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, yeah. Of course, this comes from U.S. News and U.S. News and World Reports by Reuters. This article here. I actually don't know if this is, but so I'll start from the beginning. July 14th from Reuters. The Writers Guild of America sued on Tuesday to block Paramount's $110 billion acquisition of Warner Brothers Discovery, saying the deal would jeopardize writers' livelihoods and threaten the health of U.S. entertainment. The case is another blow to Paramount's bid to become a bigger rival to Netflix and Disney, a day after California and 11 other states sued to block the deal. You know how you could have fixed that in the first place? Don't let Disney and Netflix get away with their BS. the first time. Paramount, which argued the combination would increase opportunities for writers, must now deal with a double dose of legal work. The Writers Guild said in its lawsuit filed in San Francisco federal court that the deal would reduce the number of buyers in Hollywood for films and TV shows, harming its members. More truth than you imagine. With fewer competitors, the merged Paramount Warner Brother entry would have both the incentive and the ability to lower costs by suppressing writers' wages and reducing output. Writers will be paid less and have fewer employment opportunities, the WGA complaint said. Yeah, and again, you did it to yourselves. The union, made up of the Writers Guild of America West and Writers Guild of America East, has 18,000 members across the entertainment industry. Paramount responded that it had deep respect for the WGA and its members. That's why we're using AI. And that its plans would increase work for writers who have suffered as Hollywood cutbacks on production of TV shows and movies. A combined Paramount Warner Brothers Discovery will have the scale and resources to reverse the current trends in our industry and expand opportunities for writers, not shrink them. A Paramount spokesperson said that would lead to more development slates and more series and film greenlights in our continued strong commitment to working with the Guild's writers across our brands. Now, can we spot a little bit of a problem here? They've never explained once, how this would be the case. Not at all. They just keep on saying the same hyperbole over and over and over again. No, I forgot to put this back on count.
That's all you're going to get from them.
Right. So, Paramount Skydance CEO David Ellison has promised and keep them exclusively for theaters for 45 days. Right now, promises is like toilet paper. Okay? It really is. The Writers Guild said that by combining two of the five major Hollywood studios, the merger would unlawfully concentrate demand for writers of top grossing films and episodic television series, and decrease the bargaining power of writers who enter exclusive deals with the studios. Paramount has released classic films such as Titanic, The Godfather, and Top Gun. Let's not forget the Star Trek series. Warner Brothers is the studio behind Harry Potter franchise, the Batman films, and Goodfellas. Okay. The Writers Guild pointed to a case brought by the U.S. Department of Justice that successfully blocked Penguin Random House's bid to buy rival Simon and Schuster on grounds that it would hinder competition in the market for top-selling books and lower advances paid to authors. That case hinged on the argument that the combined company would control close to half the market for publishing, an effective monopoly. A monopoly. I don't know if they misspelled it or what. If that's a word I know. That would leave hundreds of individual authors with fewer options and less leverage.
Yeah, they misspelled it. They didn't proofread it before they posted it. I mean, I can't really say anything to that effect because how many times have I posted something on X before I proofread it and looked at it and went, oh.
Yeah, this is supposed to be U.S. News and World Reports through Reuters. So, I mean, well, okay, there's your problems right there. But the Writers Guild, I'm sorry, everybody here, you know those movies where you watch or a book that you read or a TV show you might watch that you don't like any of the characters? Well, congratulations. This play is the same thing. I don't like any of these players. Yeah, the Writers Guild is absolutely right with what they're saying, but you did it to yourself. So shut up and sit in the corner. Ellison, you're making promises, saying the same thing over and over again, and you have nothing to back it up. Shut up and go into the corner. There is nothing I've read here that gives me, you know, I don't want to side with the Writers Guild, but they're absolutely right. You're going to cut basically. You say you can have 30. It's not going to be that case. And what about television? You said nothing about television, right? But your studios aren't going to be able to handle that. It won't, because you're going to need to trim. Because one of the big things is, well, we're trying to make it more efficient. Well, one of the ways you make things more efficient is cutting the redundancy that you're going to have in this. And when you have less jobs to offer, people are going to go out there and try to make a deal, and they know they're going to have to try to lowball to get the job, and hopefully that their lowball will still be high enough to make it worthwhile. You know? Yeah. Okay, you'll be right back. Poor Mike's still having problems. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. I mean, this is not capitalism, for one. When what 5 studios and 2 of them are going to become one entity now? How many studios did we used to have? Think of all the great entertainment. Go on, look at the films of the 80s. Look at the films of the 90s. Go back and even look at the films of the 70s. How much was coming out? How much variety there was? Where are you going to get the Mavericks who are going to break the rules and give us classics? Classics like Jaws, The Godfather, Star Wars. Many of these films broke the rules of filmmaking, or how you're supposed to present your work, the writing, the presentation. They broke it. And now we're going to get movies made of ticky-tacky. All looking the same, all bland, and who knows, even more message laden. Which again, I don't care what side of the aisle the message is coming from. I don't want it. Only if you're offering something to think about, not tell us to think. And then the main job of Hollywood is not to, quote unquote, educate, re educate, or any of that. It is to entertain. If you can't entertain, you failed. In every sense of the imagination, you failed. Yeah, Star Trek 4 was a bit on a high horse. Saved the whales. It didn't hide it. Probably the most message-laden Star Trek film produced. But what they did was save the whale. They backed up with great writing, a fun story, a familiar crew or cast, if you want to say, humor, adventure. Even though it was centered around getting George and Gracie to the 23rd century, you still had all the other dynamics involved in it. I am not going. Oh, yeah, exactly, Fez. What if the writers had to write better stories without resorting to basest, lowest common denominator of mankind like they used to do under the Hays Code? Yeah. And, you go about it, even when you did have some films that came out with some of the cruder, basest humor, Animal House was still a great film. There was a story. It was funny. Characters that you liked, characters you didn't. Still has lines you can quote today. Lazy, fat, and stupid is not the way to go in your life. It's how you do it. There's all sorts of entertainment that we want to have. Sometimes we feel like wanting to watch a cruder comedy like Animal House, our Porky's, our Police Academy, or a zany comedy like Airplane, Top Secret, The Naked Gun. A serious film, one that tugs at your heart or even rips it out like Schindler's List or A Band of Brothers. Oh, sorry, that's a TV show. Saving Private Ryan, that's what I meant to say. Right? Sometimes we just want that old fashioned action adventure. Arnold and Oh Sly. A Commando, a Rambo. A good animated film. It doesn't matter. But what will become of these options? You've taken the creativity away and now just basically going, well, copy paste, like we've been getting. Look at Disney's great hit, Moana, live action. Well, it worked as animated. Let's do it as live action. That's not what we want. This is where the customer's always right. The customers want a certain product, and you are refusing to give it to us. And when people point this out, the best you can do is insult them. Call them names. Call them the most vile names out there. When they start crossing the line and start calling people like us Nazis, you've just went over that last line. Because you're insinuating that we're no better than a bunch of people that wanted to genocide several groups of people in Europe, whether it's Jews, gypsies, gays. It doesn't matter. That's what you're equating us to, and that's the best you got. You've lost the argument, and of course you stepped over that line, and I can call you whatever the F I want. Yeah, and those old films, yeah, Atari. Da, 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 da. Casablanca, King Solomon Mines. For me, a lot of the 80 films too. And 70s. It's really hard for me to even think about seeing a modern film these days because we know what we're going to be given, what we're going to be force fed. It's going to be pablum. The Mandalorian and the little green goober, Grogu, couldn't save that. Another loss for Disney. Why? Because they don't listen. And the more these become more monopolized, the less they're going to listen to us because they think they know better. Because we are the unwashed masses. Every one of these deals that are being done, whether people like it or not, is an insult to us. Because you're putting these arrogant bastards in charge of what we want for entertainment. And then telling us that we don't know any better. If we don't like what they're giving us, we are stupid. We are unwashed. We are deplorables. We're unmentionables. Whatever it is. We're base, knuckle draggers. Instead of competing and realize how important we are. Fez, you, John, Lady Mist, you, DJ, you, Tree Rock, Padawannabe, Phil, Tommy. If I didn't say your name before, if I did double time, well, more than once is good. But I mean, all of you, right? We're all on different Yeah, the Baby Elephant, isn't that a great song? Da, 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 da. That used to be my theme song. Everywhere I walked. Da, 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 da. But this insult needs to be stopped. This is, we are from different political angles, and even if we are on this, over fence on one way or another, being a liberal or conservative, even then we have disagreements, right? But I can damn well assure you, no matter what, all of us here agree on one thing: we want our movies and TV to be good. We want our IPs like Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, uh, many of the others. We want them to remain pure. And when I mean pure, I mean this is what these shows are supposed to be, not what your twisted mind wants to turn it into. This is where I'm sure we all agree that we would love to discuss the latest episode of Star Trek and what was it trying to convey? What were the arguments, pro, con, whatever? Instead of being fed gay Klingons prancing around in dresses. Just because. Or the fact that they're so proud that they had the first F bomb in Star Trek. Oh my. Oh my. Boy, aren't we brave and stunning. Or is that stunning and brave? I don't care. It's not. It's the story stupid. It's the characters stupid. We all have different tastes, even in this group here. There's some people that don't like Star Trek. Fine. There's some people that don't like Star Wars. Fine. Some people don't like Doctor Who. Fine. Or Babylon 5. Fine. Buck Rogers. Fine. Battlestar Galactica. Either or. The original and the new one. Fine. But we're still under that one camp. First of all, we're all geeks and nerds. And wear that with pride, by the way. But we want these to be good. I'm not a fan of Power Rangers, but yet if they started really bastardizing it, I would be right there on the front line and help my brothers and sisters that do love that show or that IP, so it's not destroyed. To try to win back My Little Pony from the bronies. That's still so disgusting. Bronies. And I think all of us here would do that. I remember back when the Kevin Smith Abomination Masters of the Universe came out, and I was watching one of the other shows, right? And this is supposed to be protecting our pop culture, right? They'll go out there and be unified, be part of a front. And the one guy says, "I couldn't give a rip about He-Man. He didn't care." And it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? That's when you still take up the banner and protect. Because what is it you like? And so we can turn around and turn our back to you. Yeah, she did. And Data said shit in Generations. The big thing is when they, when like Data or whatever, those were absolutely uh, pointed to the scene. It wasn't a detraction. It wasn't just there for shock value. When McCoy sat back and said that green blooded son of a bitch in Star Trek 3. We didn't flinch at it. We laughed at it because it was believable. You know that you always want to sit back and say that. Right. I'd rather see violence and boobs myself. But yeah, you know, look how everybody glorifies it, especially with Samuel L. Jackson, because he goes out there with a filthy. I'm surprised he didn't drop some words in the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Yoda, mother effer, do you common mother effer, do you speak it, Yoda? There. The story goes, if something gets dropped in there, it should be important. You should make things to where you have the common English. Unless it is called for to bring in the vernacular day. You're doing or a vernacular of another day. Especially a period piece. Why do you need a rapper going around rapping in the Odyssey? Why do you need to use modern English instead of common English? That is what's going to keep the Odyssey, if anything, from becoming a classic. Because you dated yourself. Chuck Jones and Fritz Frangling had a belief that when you were doing the Warner Brother cartoons and why those original ones hold up so well today is you're not topical. Topical humor is fine, but it's got a short lifespan. They're great for Johnny. They're great for Leno. They're great for Gutfeld. But for the long run, people won't understand it because that topic has been long and gone. So no topical humor. And of course, classic English. John. And welcome to Lester. How you doing? So, we want feedback unless it's feedback you don't like. They don't like. Yippee. We like feedback. Oh, what do we got here?
What's up?
In. Yeah, wait, you're not on, but let me give you. Well, before you come in, we got a special guest. We got a special guest coming in from the Pride rally he went to today. Welcome.
Excuse me? Pride rally, please.
Didn't you say you went to the Pride rally today and saw Spain win?
Spain did win, yes.
Mm-hmm. That's your.
They did. It was a really good game, actually. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, the Dodger game was on the side, so yeah, that was pretty cool.
Whoa. Wait, me? But they were on the side. What, they were showing it there? Or
yes.
On the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They had a few screens going. Yeah, it was a pretty cool pizza place. It has a lot of autographs and stuff. So.
Oh, you went to the pizza? I thought you were actually at the event that you managed to score and get in there. But okay.
No, dude. Do you know how much tickets are?
I don't know. Your cash money.
Still, man.
I can say is.
Mm-hmm.
Did that even come through?
I don't know.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
You bastard! No.
Well, come on, Cash. You have the ability to do it now.
I do.
You really are a fat bastard.
There, I did it for you this time.
You did it this time for me. No. But yeah. So yeah, it was a fun time. One of our friends I haven't seen in a number of years, so we were hanging out and with my brother, and yeah, it was fun. We had after the first, there was a doubleheader today because they had that horrible rainstorm. And yesterday, and yeah, funny DJ, funny guy. What's up, Fez? What's up, man? What's up, John Rendell, the greatest wrench that Baron has.
Yep. He's my super wrench, man. He's my
super wrench, dude. Super wrench. Yeah, no.
So, to bring you up to speed, I assassinated Mike. I have taken over the show.
I see. So pirate time. Okay.
Yep. And what we have been talking about has basically been the merger stuff. It really got under my skin, and understandably so. And of course, I'd be lying if I didn't say me also. But it's like, where were you bastards with the Disney mergers, And what about all this BS that? Oh, hey, look who's coming.
Dun dun dun.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, we got lightning storms in there, so that could be interfering with the internet.
Yeah.
No.
And you do have problems when those suckers show up.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I didn't assassinate him, Cash.
Oh, well,
As you can see, I lied.
First time
I was lying like David Ellison about how many films you're going to be doing.
Speaking of films, yeah, I know some people are excited about the Odyssey, but that's a whole nother topic. Yeah.
Well, especially you, it's Christopher Nolan, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Baron, remember this.
Extinction to all traitors!
What? I kept things going. I let Cash in, even though he could let himself in.
Yeah, that's true. He has the ability to let himself in now. I don't need to send him no staking link.
That's right. I'll figure it out for myself. Dang it.
Not only did I let him in, but I also played...
All you gotta do, brother, is sign into your account.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but
that's all you gotta do,
in
man.
the back room, so I brought him to the screen because he was still sitting and talking in there. It's like, Cat, come on. And not only that, I even played a clip where I was attacking me for him.
Well,
isn't that nice?
No,
he actually did something.
I told you what clip we play for him when he's coming in on days where he's got to be doing something.
Never mind that shit. Here comes Mungo.
Well,
I love it. No,
well, let's not forget this scene from a documentary that Cash is part of.
Been collecting belly button lint for the last 15 years of my life.
That is so ridiculous. That's Baron. Oh my gosh. Dude, some people in Discord started talking about belly button lint. I'm like, what is going on?
Yes, we know he was here earlier.
Well,
of course.
Thank you, John.
Your ticket out. Welcome back. Sorry.
Oh man. Yeah, no, this whole merger thing and all this craziness is so idiotic. It's just the whole thing with, it's like they didn't care about Disney and some of this other stuff, but no, this is the one. This is the one.
This is the hill to die on.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it goes against Orange Man. Well, if you're against him, you should have been against the other presidents who allowed this crap to happen.
You can't. They're only doing this because they want to link this to the big bad cheesy boy, the big bad orange man. That's what it all comes down to. What else is it? What else, And I don't like these monopolies anyways, but my gosh, guys, come on. We're going to get them. We're going to get them all.
Like I said, I don't want this bill to go through, but
no.
Whether we like it or not, it's going to go through.
That's right.
Yeah, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly. And of course, good old Walsey had to go out there and make himself relevant by, having, or Keith Ellison, I should say, by joining in with the rest of it. Well, where were you before, Keefy?
Yeah.
Where were you?
Yeah.
I mean, uh, and
it's
the thing
all
is
just.
I will
It's
tell
all
you
bullshit.
this.
That's what it is. It's
Well, not
all
only that,
bullshit.
It's
except for
all
people,
big time bullshit. Yeah.
well, except for geeky people like us, people that watch us, watch Nerdrotic or the others that talk about it, and whatnot,
Yeah.
are the ones that care. The average person on the street doesn't give a rip.
No, they don't. If
Right?
you did any interviews and said, "What do you guys think about this?" And they don't need to. But the thing is, what I also think comes down to is they're like, okay, if we can stop this, then we can give it to Netflix. Well, that's not good either. So if that's what they want to do, it's all just really retarded. Yes, I said it. It's retarded.
I already
don't worry,
said
Mike,
it in the beginning of the stream, so don't worry about it, Cash.
Yeah, so far I'm the only one that hasn't, but the show's not over yet. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I can't remember.
Mike had the best solution, I feel, which is, you know what, David Zaslav, just eat this, okay? You wanted this, eat it. Eat it, man.
He has to eat it.
Just
and
eat
another
it,
thing
okay?
he has to do is he's got to be the one to flip it himself.
That's right. Just eat it, man.
Well, I mean, when Warner Brothers gets sold and they don't do anything about it, and then try to sell it again, it's like you didn't even do anything to improve it. In fact, in many ways, you made it worse. And then you're expecting more money.
Right.
Oh, great! I'll take this. I'll take this slightly used Rolls Royce that maybe has a little dent here from a rock that came up and hit it during the traveling. Sell it for a certain amount because it's a Rolls Royce. Give it to these people, and they drive around, bash into the curb, or hit the post in the parking lot, something like that, and then go out and sell it for more than what I did. I sold it for. This is what you got.
Yeah, I wish I don't know where things are with a lot of these franchises. Can't we just get a bunch of fans together and somehow put all our money together
Even
and
if we
figure
got
it out from there?
all the fans together,
It wouldn't be enough, I guess. I know.
There would still be bickering within
Too
the
much.
fans.
There would be. Yeah. I gave more money for this than you did. I deserved to have more of a say.
We laugh about it, but the sad part of it is it's all true.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be one of those things. It's like, look, guys, if we actually were able to buy something like this, we all have to be on the same page. We can't veer from that. And they would say, okay. And then, of course, as we know from all the experiences, some people would be like, no, we're not going in this direction. Okay.
No. I like Christmas.
Not gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a possibility too. We want these people back. We want this stuff. Oh no. Yep. Yep. We want more stuff like Superman 2025, and then you're like, oh, this was a bad idea.
No, they want more movies like Supergirl, which is the worst ECU film that's come out. I mean,
well, we have to. Money-wise, yeah.
Yeah, it beat that Morpheus or whatever the one, the Jared Leto.
Wow, that's even worse than Birds of Prey.
Oh God,
that's,
Morbius, gosh.
Morbius.
Yeah,
Morbius. Yeah.
Don't get me
Morpheus is something else. That's the Matrix.
I know. Well, Morpheus also sleep.
Yeah,
that's also the god of sleep. So, but yeah, I mean, when it does worse than that, okay, there's your salvation, Warner Brothers. You again, that's part of taking the Rolls Royce and crashing it into a post somewheres.
Yes.
Why did you hire this son of a bitch on? You know he's a fraud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, it's always possible that they can start fixing things, Skydance and Paramount, but still, we know from experiences that the monopolies have been awful. That's right, you can't, and you just can't blindly. I don't know. It's very scary when people are like, "I blindly trust this person," or "I blindly trust this company." No.
In this day and age, don't blindly follow any one corporation.
Please don't.
They'll lead you to slaughter.
Then other people will say, "What's wrong with that? Why is it dangerous?" It's like,
just ask Castro, just ask Stalin, just ask Adolf, just ask Bill.
Jeez, man.
Just ask the Ayatollah.
Do you guys love being gutted? Do you just want to bend over for these companies and just take it? Is that how a lot of you guys feel?
Some are willing to fork over the money for Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Bend over, bite the pill. They're going in dry. Boy, I brought the room to a quiet. Still got it. I still got it.
He did it. He did it.
He did the thing, man. You know the thing.
The thing, man. The thing.
The thing there.
Yeah.
It's all part of a new program we like to call Deep Hurting. Deep Hurting.
There's still more clips to make, folks.
I love it.
Yeah, we got.
You will be silent.
Wow, you didn't play that one long.
Yeah. Well, no, it's only a second. You're the one that made that one.
Oh, it should be longer than that.
No, that's how long it was. Always happened.
It should be longer than that, man.
Hey, well, go on, press it.
I will as soon as it allows me to.
But you're the boss.
Yeah, like that matters.
Yeah,
All right, I'll have to fix it. I don't know what happened during the upload.
You will be silent.
Yeah,
that was longer.
You will be silent.
Okay. Maybe it was something else, but yeah, it's about 1 second. You will be silent.
Yeah, it's saying that one's 1 second. It's saying that.
What?
Is 1 second. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's right. I said, I ain't giving you no.
See, it's cutting them off.
I ain't giving you no treat.
Let's see.
You goddamn Loch Ness monster. Get your own goddamn money.
I gave him a.
Let's see if this one gets cut off too.
I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people. Can't you understand that? What the hell is wrong with you people?
It's not a liquid. It's a great many pieces of solid matter that form a hard floor-like surface. Ah!
No, you're absolutely right.
Yep. Absolutely. Positively.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
So much for those positive reviews for EVMux.
EVMux!
Well, I can't blame it totally on EVMux tonight. Not with the thunder and lightning storms in the area.
Yeah.
You have destroyed us.
Oh, no. No one's going to stop me.
It's over. Yep. And that's a good thing. Yes, John, the movies are there. You'll find a few here and there. You'll be like, oh, look at that. And then other stuff you go, I don't know. Even stuff like Obsessions and Backrooms, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm glad those are doing well. Is that for everybody? No, nothing's for everybody. But still.
No, but they found their audience. So
that's right. And that's cool. and that's very cool. So
Yeah, and that was part of my soliloquy while Mike was gone. It's like,
Mhm.
And I'll just bring you guys up to speed. And what I basically said in a nutshell was, is like, for the political spectrum, most of us are, we're on different sides. That's fine, right? Liberal, conservative. Uh, but one thing we can agree on is, we like our properties. We love. Reason why we're all together and we can all agree on this is because we uh, love our shows and movies and folklore and mythologies, and that's why what bands us together. And even though we might not like all of it, I mean, there's people who don't like Star Trek, people who don't like Star Wars, people who don't like Doctor Who,
right,
people who don't like
yeah,
Battlestar Galactica,
right.
either or, Babylon
That's
5.
right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But we still should come together under that banner and defend each other. It's like I'm not a big Power Rangers guy, but if they really started crapping around with that, I'd be right there on the front lines too.
But I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for I Play Rocky, but that does look good.
yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
That guy looks like a young Stallone, at least the pictures I've seen.
And who's going to start it? I am. You. If that production falls one day behind schedule, you're fired. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's right. That's in the vista, baby.
Yeah, Terminator 2's been shown a lot recently, last few days. So
AI, that's why.
People
That's what it's going
are
to look
worried.
like. That's what it's going to look like if this merger happens.
It's over.
We're gonna have a bunch of Arnolds running around. That's right.
Yep.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor at all.
Put the cookie down now.
No.
Chrome. His greatest line in any movie. Chrome.
Speaking of Chrome, I tried watching Clerks 3 the other night.
Oh.
I couldn't get into it.
Really?
Did you like 2?
I liked 2 back when I saw it. Of course, that was in 2006.
Yeah,
2005,
it was
2006.
a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, didn't it just, from what I could tell from the trailer, that it's just basically the recycling pretty much Clerks, and it's not really anything. Did you get that impression, or I don't know? That's the feeling I got from the trailer.
Watched, the jokes seemed recycled, but maybe I'll give it another shot here. Maybe I just have to be in the right mood to watch it. I don't know.
I just wish Kevin Smith would be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to eat this, and Clownfish TV was right, but he won't do that. He'll never do that. Never.
Phil's happy now. Phil's happy.
Phil has returned.
Oh, jeez. It's a troll,
I
man.
felt something in time and space, and it was that cheap bastard Cash Money.
Oh boy!
Did he think?
Did he start having force powers? I sense a presence that I haven't felt in a while.
You've told us that he said to you that he will find you.
He does. He says he always wants to find me. I'm like, you can go somewhere else, Phil. It's okay.
What is he? Liam Nielsen in Taken?
I'm going to find you, Cash. I have a set of skills.
I think this is more of a play Misty for me or Misery situation.
A Misery.
See, whenever I mention either of the Liams, I have to pause and tell myself, okay, it's Nielsen.
Yes.
The one that you're thinking of for Taken. Then it's Neeson for Police Academy and Airplane. And
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep.
It's like, slow down, think, and then say it, Mike. But how was the game?
It was really good. I just it was actually really good. Messi had a chance with some of his players. With Argentina, there was a red card, and at one point because the guy got 2 yellow cards on the player on the Argentina, and so they were down to 10 men, and then they just Spain dominated the game, all the minutes and all the pressure they put on the goalie, but the goalie was blocking everything until late in the game. So, yeah.
There were plenty of men in the bar that had leather chapless asses.
No.
Or assless chaps.
This is no, dude, not at all. This was not a police academy, dude. Sorry, they didn't go to the oyster.
The blue oyster. dun, 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 dun,
my brother and I were talking about that. He says, yeah, the first one is still the best. It's the best out of all 6. So definitely. 2 is pretty good. 3, I think, is pretty good, and then everything starts falling. I don't know. There's some still jokes in there, but there's a few. But the scripts were just starting to really fall apart. Then when you get to Police Academy 5, you're like, a few jokes here and there, but this
that was a guilty pleasure as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some funny stuff in there, but yeah.
I mean, anytime you get to look at Leslie Easterbrook, come on, man.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at least all 6 of those movies are still politically incorrect, but Keegan-Michael Key was going to do a remake of Police Academy. I don't think he decided to do that, though. I hope he doesn't. I don't want him to. He doesn't need to. They had 6 movies. Gosh.
Yeah. And I know, me talking about Leslie Easterbrook, there are going to be people out there that are going to say this.
Simping is such a major turnoff to women.
Any day. Yeah, she's hot.
And she's a redhead, too. Oh, my goodness.
What? No,
what?
She's blonde, dude.
What? No, man. Blonde.
She's blonde.
Yeah, man.
She's blonde.
Man. Yeah, carpets match the drapes.
Gosh,
hey. What are we going to do with him? He goes to watch football. And I'm not talking American football. He goes to watch football, and then he can't even remember what color hair Leslie Easterbrook has.
No, I was talking about the simping girl. You guys got that.
Yeah. All right.
No, I know she has blonde hair. You're right. No, I know she has blonde hair. Yes, we would all go to her room. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. No. They get no. Yeah.
Hell, back in the day, she could have been Power Girl, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I approve. Definitely.
Oh, you know what? That's not one of the clips we brought over, so I'll just sit back and see it. Death by Snoo Snoo.
I will bring it back. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
I will.
I know. I'm just saying. Oh damn, that's just one of those that didn't come over. Or it did. Let me take a harder look here.
No, I don't think I added it. Let me. I can check. I can check.
Yeah, that's right. It was one of the newer ones you put on the other one. So,
but I don't think I brought it over here.
Not over here, not over there.
I'm looking.
I don't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not over here. It's not over here.
Okay, so Death by Snoo Snoo.
Yes.
All right. You know what? I'm thinking about it. I'll go ahead and bring it over.
Okay. Oh, okay. He's doing it now, folks. Wow, look at that. That's professionalism.
Yeah.
For a poorly produced show, that's professionalism.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You know, for a show that's not as well produced as other shows.
Right. We want to be better like those other shows, but we try though. We try.
We slouch to the gutter. This is
The whole point of the show has always been to have fun.
That's right. Fun? What's that?
I don't know
and
what it is.
I'm not going to change anything in regards to that. Oh, give me a second.
Easy.
There it is.
Should we give him a second?
No, you know Baron's not going to give me a second.
He's just ready to go. Where is my donut? Where is it?
I haven't had
Where
a donut.
is the donut?
Sure, you had to bring up donuts. Now I'm maybe hungry for donuts. We don't have it.
Good. Oh.
No.
Hey.
No, we don't.
Donuts.
Have donuts and then... have your dozen donuts.
After lengthy Famputations, I, Famputer, have decided the fate of the men. Famputer sentences them to death! By Snoo!
Yeah! What are you, gay?
Awesome.
That was Cash at the bar.
Oh, man.
Not Zap, though. Not Zap.
Oh.
Oh, Baron.
That's our Baron.
Time to roll him down a cliff.
Yeah, I know.
Why roll him down? I'll just kick him down.
Oops, who's this guy? Mike, who's this? Mike, who's
this Sparta treatment?
Who's this fat ass looking at us, Mike? I don't know. Just kick him. It's fine.
He's eating a donut, and this is Baron just before I do it.
I'm in danger.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh, man.
But Cash, is there anything you want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, not really. It's been a pretty good day, so.
Nothing grinding your gears?
No, not really.
What?
Nah.
What?
Nothing you want to make fun of?
Make fun of, jeez. Well,
come on, you're always in the mood to make fun of something.
I'm always in the mood to make fun of something. I don't know. I think a lot of the Elliot Page stuff is pretty funny, especially since somebody wants to turn her into Robin and other people like Az or whatever. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. I love
Az would. Yeah.
Yes, he would.
Do it.
Do it. Make it, please. Do it. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know. No.
I don't know. I just think that they went in the wrong direction for the Odyssey. They should have stayed true to the source material.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they should have gone with the first version, the original version, not the I don't know. It's what it is. Made 125 million already. I'm sure it'll drop next week, but I don't know.
Yeah,
124 million. But tomorrow will also be interesting when we get the actuals.
Mm-hmm.
And the latest trend is that the actuals are actually dropping.
Why am I not surprised?
Not by much, but still.
People want to see it, and I don't know. Some people were trying to encourage me. I'm like, I can't do it, man. I just can't. I'm not a fan of the stuff we've talked about, the stuff I've looked into. I'm like, no. I don't want to give this movie money. Just don't.
But it's Christopher Nolan. Come on.
It doesn't
He's your
matter.
guy.
It doesn't matter. I'm like, no.
I don't care if it's Christopher Nolan. I don't care if it's Steven Spielberg, Robert Zemeckis.
Right.
No, Francis Ford Coppola. If I'm not interested in seeing a movie, I'm not going to go see it. Yeah, I went and saw Supergirl, but that's because a friend of mine and I hadn't seen each other in a while, and that friend has been going through a hard time, and I told that friend to pick the movie, and the friend picked Supergirl, so I went. I didn't bitch and moan about it.
No.
I went, and she started joining in when I started, making jokes. Because we were the only two in the auditorium. No one else around. So there's not many opportunities to get away with that most of the time.
Wow, talk about pulling in an old one there, John. All I can say is Right Turn Clyde. Who wouldn't want to see
Not against a $260 million production budget. Plus, you have the marketing budget. They're not getting money back.
I don't need to pay to see a train wreck. I just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, they did say they were $9 million under budget for this movie. That's what. Yeah, it was
$9
on
million, nothing.
Under budget. So yeah. Well, these things need to be under budget after what's happened recently.
Well, the reason why it came in that under budget is because they realized that they could just stuff Ellen Page's costume. They didn't have to do CGI. Here's some socks. You just stuff it down there and you can look more manly.
I guess she's only, or he's, it, whatever you want to call it, robot, is in the movie for like 5 minutes and stuff. So, yep.
That's about 6 minutes too long.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here. I'm the toughest warrior.
At 5'1".
Yeah. 5'1" and still gets menstrual cramps. Yes. Ugh. Where's my mind doll?
Oh man, it's too much.
The Odyssey would have to make between $625 million to $750 million worldwide to be considered profitable.
Wow.
I mean, again, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean,
I don't think it's going to get there.
No. But then again, Toy Story 5 looks like there.
Looks like it's going to reach $1 billion. Cash, you said it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was surprisingly really good.
Yeah.
Did we need a 4 and 5? No, but it was surprisingly really good. Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know. There's just some things like after what happened with like RoboCop, for example, and with RoboCop 2, and then what happened with 3, and then let's remake it and make it PG-13 or whatever they want to do. I just like, how about we not? Is that okay? Can we not do this?
What, RoboCop? Oh, that was horrible.
Can we just not do this stuff? I mean, even Highlander, when it's
misunderstood Shane when it came to the RoboCop watch party. I thought he wanted us to watch the 2014 film, so I said, "Yeah, sure, we can." And then to find out, wait a minute, no, you wanted the '87 film?
Fuck. Yeah. Even the one we watched on that was edited on YouTube was still pretty good. It was pretty good. Yeah. Even though it was edited. Like, all right.
Well, that was in the early days of the watch parties, and I wouldn't do it that way again. If I'm gonna do watch parties, we're gonna get the full version of the movie.
Right. You know, the Highlander thing. Who knows when that'll come out? I mean, there's just some stuff, and it's like, well, Henry,
who knows when we'll see Voltron?
What are we doing, Henry? What's going on? I don't think it's all on him. I have this feeling it's not all on him.
I was saying to my sister the other day, because she's a big Henry Cavill fan. I was saying, I hate to say it, but Hollywood's blacklisting Henry Cavill. I mean, his last movie was only out here for not even a full week.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on.
I think that's the first sign of that was with The Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he really. I loved his feeling about that. He was like, "Look, I want things more closer to the source material, either the games, and then no, we can't do that, no." And it's like, "How dare you?" And then like. These people, I don't know. I can't think of the director and the other people's names who were working on this or still working on this, but I just like the new actor. Like, I'm not going to just throw him under the bus, but right, because it's just, yeah, why not? Why can't we get something closer to what the games or the novels are? Why can't we? I mean, Henry was, from what I had seen, the best of anything in that show because everything was just seemed to be dummied down, and it was like, I don't know about this, but yeah.
Well, I think that was the thing that really hurt him career-wise, because he bucked them. He said, "No way, this is stupid," and all that. And he stood up to the DEI hires that were stunning and brave, and that's like he broke the cardinal rule, that they had. And I think that's your start of let's f everything up of that he's part of. And why is it that every project he seems to be attached to seems to be getting screwed or goes into a development hell? And it's not him. Well, I mean, it's not him doing it, but it is because of him.
I mean, let's face it. Voltron should have been out this year because its production was completed last year. But now there's talk that it's being delayed. Again, and it's only going to be streamed on Prime. That doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense. There needs to be, you want to bring the fan base back for this. Go ahead. Yeah.
And we should be hearing and seeing this by now.
For the Emperor!
Oh, come on, Baron. If you're gonna do it right.
For the Emperor!
It's the same one!
For the Emperor!
It doesn't have the enthusiasm of this one.
For the Emperor!
It's the same enthusiasm. It's the
Space Marines attack!
Oh, yeah. Well,
for the Emperor!
I know. I'm being retarded. I know.
Yeah.
And follow the Bradley Fun. Welcome. Hope you're doing well this evening. Welcome to the Three Stooges Hour of Pop Talk.
What?
Did it.
What are you talking?
Hello! Viva! Oh, is it Holland?
I was just looking for that clip.
I knew where it was, so that's why I went for it.
Well, I had to scroll up to it, so.
I know. I make it so difficult for you guys.
Yeah. Well, I get off the music one, go over to the layer one, then scroll up on the layer one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, is there anything else on your minds, gentlemen, or anybody in the chat that you would like to add your 2 cents to? And oh my God, Keely Chow, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Oh,
Keely Chow,
yes,
that sounds familiar. Sounds familiar, but I can't really. What? A Keely Chow. Roll Tide!
You're damn right. I hope you're doing well, Keely. And follow the Bradleys Fun says, I'm in a hot tub at the moment, so yeah, hey, that's a good way to spend your Sunday.
Yeah, well, I'm in hot water, but that's all the time.
What's going on is we talked about the lawsuits against the merger between Paramount and Warner Brothers Discovery, and read a few articles that were about the Writers Guild of America filing their lawsuit, the 12 states that filed their lawsuit, and Paramount's plan to still go forward with the merger and have it completed by September 30th of this year.
And how they can F themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can't complain, Keely. Let's see.
Look at that. Hanging out over there. Okay. Well, yeah, say hi to Mike from me.
Yeah, please.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I haven't heard from him in a long time. Yeah.
Well, I know he's busy, and Mike is a good guy, and you know what? He's doing well for himself. At least from the last time I saw him on Loki. So,
no, why isn't he buying Warner Brothers? He can do it. He's got the money. I've seen it.
You know what would happen if Mim actually bought Warner Brothers? He'd get rid of all the woke tarts.
Yep.
That are running the studio right now.
Yep, and all those carts that drive around the lots, they go da 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 da.
Yes. And also, what would you gentlemen say that for this Wednesday we watch Independence Day for its 30th anniversary?
Sure, why not?
I don't know. Harlan Ellison said it was a piece of garbage, so I shouldn't watch it.
I knew this is coming.
well, Harlan Ellison said this.
Whatever
about this
Harlan
movie.
Ellison says, I will do.
Exactly, Cash. Exactly.
I consume.
If he said this about this movie, yes, there was too many special effects. There was too much this, and I'm like, well, Harlan, I hate to break this to you, but the story was still good, and there is inspiration in this movie.
And Follow the Bradley's Fun says Disney has gone downhill so much, and the Fox acquisition has not paid off. Quite the opposite. It's all gotten worse. The quality of films have gotten worse. Television has gotten worse. And with the Writers Guild saying there will be less job opportunities, well, they already did that when they went on strike 3 years ago. They did it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
DJ, really, dude. I just, DJ.
Ronnie G.
I see what you said there, DJ. DJ, shut up. DJ,
get him out of here. You're fired.
DJ, what the heck? Yeah, I'm sure Harlan Ellison said that.
Oh, I am sure he did. Yeah, I'm waiting for Independence Day regurgitation, but
oh man.
Okay, real quick, have you seen Independence Day before, Barrett?
Yeah, I seen it. I saw it in the theater.
Very good.
Okay,
good man.
I haven't seen
good film.
All right.
Yeah, the former Long Suffering. I went to see it. Yeah.
I just want to make sure because we watch it, then folks, be prepared to hear spoilers galore.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie's 30 years old. The only reason I didn't want spoilers for last Wednesday's Jurassic Park tribute to Sam Neill when we watched Jurassic Park is because Baron hadn't seen Jurassic Park before. So I was trying to keep the spoilers to the minimum. And Jet, I can send you the invite.
And I turned in my nerd card too, by the way, because I hadn't seen it yet. So
yeah,
I hope I earned it back. The fact I have seen Independence Day and I saw it in the theater.
I don't know. You see, You hadn't seen Jurassic Park because you were afraid of that T-Rex. Come on. Rexy's fine. You don't have to worry
He's
about it.
just.
No,
It's okay.
I was upset because of the Velociraptors. The last thing I need is them being
No,
for food.
DJ. I mean this with all due respect. Fuck you for mentioning that movie.
Dude, even my brother says don't go see that movie.
Wow, DJ got the F-bomb.
DJ, really, man. You just, DJ, I don't know sometimes, man. I just don't know.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
And let's see. Bradley is saying, as our friend Fake Wizard says, cancel Disney Plus. I did that a number of years ago.
I never had it.
Yeah. Well,
Disney.
I watched Kenobi, and then after Kenobi, it's like, bye-bye.
Disney, it was like, please, Spectrum. Just like some of these other ones. Netflix doesn't need to worry about that. They have their own other problems, though. But Spectrum and Paramount, please, Spectrum. We need to make a deal with you. And Spectrum has its own problems, too, obviously. But still. Please.
No shit. Try living in my area with their internet service and having an option to go to another internet service that's even worse.
Lightning bolt. There goes Mike.
But yeah, HBO.
Unfortunately, in this area, that's how it is, Baron.
I know.
They all Peacock. Yep. All these different ones were.
Your internet is 2 cans tied to a string.
Yeah, I know. I'm lucky I'm able to stream games sometimes. I mean, Thursday night, it disconnected not once, but twice. And after the second disconnect, I'm like, okay, fine. That's it. I'm just calling it. And that's why I put out the post apologizing to folks saying, sorry, something's going on with my ISP.
Yeah, it was a sign. It was a sign saying, Mike, don't put yourself through all this.
But I was having fun. I was having fun killing orcs.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have been there, but I left early. Right?
Yeah, remember you joined me in the VC in Discord.
Yeah.
And then you left because you did the right thing as a husband. You spent time with your wife.
Yeah, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, she was threatening me, so I had to do it. But did Cash ever show up? No.
That's fine.
Yeah, we don't need him.
It's okay.
Right. Appreciate that.
I feel the same way.
Look at the spelling of high. Are you trying to tell me that he's wasted?
No, Mike might think we're wasted, especially me.
Yeah, it's all right, Keely. It's like I said. It's you look at this stuff and you go, well, you got a subscription, and they all Peacock and all the other one. Please, Spectrum, make us a deal. So get Spectrum and then get all this stuff at no extra cost. And it's like, well, I guess.
You're paying it.
Right. You're paying it other ways.
You are paying for it, Cash.
That's right.
Just because you're getting it quote unquote free doesn't mean you're not paying for it in your bill.
You still gotta pay for Spectrum. So yeah.
Nothing's free.
Not really, no.
Even love, you gotta pay by the hour.
Okay, I think it's time to.
Well,
Baron,
you think it's time for me to finally put an end to the show for tonight?
I think Baron he did it again, Mike. He did it again. That son of a bitch.
What? What did I do? I didn't do a damn thing. I speak truth. I speak truth.
Oh my gosh, love it. Next Baron's gonna tell us he's a pimp. But anyways,
he got the long suffering.
Yeah, but who knows what else is going on there in Minnesota with him? I don't know.
She could be listening right now, and you just let it out there. She might have heard that. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah, you good.
Lit.
That's it.
Let-
That's it. You cannot try. Give a test drive anymore to the applicants. Okay.
Oh man.
Well, you know, Bear's always joked about that to you, Cash. I wonder if they...
Yeah, go back to the Blue Oyster and watch your soccer.
Blue Oyster? I don't think so. Is that a pizza place, Baron? Get it right.
Ooh, pizza. Oh,
Yeah, really
no,
good.
no, no,
Pizza.
Oh, no.
So
I almost
good,
made a
man.
big mistake. I'll keep my freaking mouth shut.
What?
He said pizza and what we're talking about. And yeah.
Oh boy.
Ah.
Baron, no.
Ah.
Dang it, Baron.
Hey, you
What?
up?
Yeah, well.
Notice
boy.
he doesn't deny it.
Wait till
That's
Wednesday.
not why
Jeff. Wait till
Yeah.
Wednesday. I'm not.
Oh
Oh, we lost him again?
no! Rolling, keep it. Speaking of that, and of course, Blues Brothers seems to be on cable or whatever recently too. Again, so.
Oh, really?
Yep. IFC. It was on IFC earlier. Yep. Used to have no commercials, but of course had to start having commercials.
Oh,
Still the whole movie, but it's like the commercials take you out of the film. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they do. They are the suckiest things there are. Well, the commercials in general have gotten horrible.
Yep.
Honestly. There we go. Arrgh!
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
We are now pirate talk. Arrgh. That lightning must have really struck home.
Yeah.
Boom, got him.
Boom. Boom goes
Was
the
out there-
dynamite. Yeah, no,
Right,
that
he was
sucks
out there-
though, yeah.
Oh, boom. Yeah, it does. But he was probably standing out there going, "Come on, give your best shot." And it's like, okay, boom. And that was it. No, I don't know where my pirate avatar for this is anymore. Damn it.
But
Dead.
but yeah, Blues Brothers is still great.
Great movie.
It's such a
movie.
great
Classic.
film.
We're on a mission from God.
Yeah. It's crazy who's in that movie. It really is. Yep.
But I think I will finish up the show for Mike.
Yes.
Anything you want to say there, Cash?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, but nothing more from me. So I just want to sit back and thank everybody. Lady Miss, DJ Ronnie G, Padawannabe, Jet Sparks, Tim. Who else do we got? Follow the Bradley's Fun. There we go. Want to thank you guys. Keely Chow shows up.
Yeah.
The Super Wrench Fez forever. Who else do we have? This Tree Rock Creations. Thank you for showing up as well. Let's see. Sorry, it sounded like Jesse there for a moment, and we don't want to have that. Did I say Lady Mist? Well, may have, but you know what? I'm going to say it again just to keep myself safe. Lady Mist, the lovely Lady Mist. Padawannabe, I think I said his name too. That's the one thing also, we don't have where you can do the star and you can have the quick list there. Jamie Lynn Simmons popped in too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. Nice. I wouldn't lie to you, man. Let's see. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I apologize profuse. Oh, Philip J. McCracken, of course. Was here.
Yes.
Looking for you. And
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, Royal Pita came in here.
Yes.
He was looking for the professor.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah. We said he was at the Blue Oyster.
Yeah, sure, right.
And I think I got of course, our fearless leader put something in the chat. So I want to thank you all for spending time, because that's the one thing that is the most precious commodity we have is time, and you're willing to pay pay that down to be with us for the last, I'd say, 3 hours. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Mike thanks you. He appreciates every single one of you out there. And of course, we got to extend that to the lurkers. Hey, you lurkers out there, it's okay if you're not in the chat. You're watching. I hope you're having fun. Are those that come back on the flip side? So I want to remind people that Mike is not just a baseball guy.
That's right.
He's an all-around guy who got
That
struck
he
by
is.
lightning. Mhm.
That's right.
And of course, never give up on him in a game, because
Just when you do,
he might not know how's the rest of it going. Well, you're doing good there.
What? Right?
Huh?
You might miss something.
Miss
Come on.
something.
There
Like
you
the
go.
target. Like the target. Like the
Oh,
target.
jeez.
I tell you what. So, okay. Well, again, thank you everybody for being here, and I wish you all a good day, good night, good morning. Depends on where you are and when you're watching this. Is there an outro here? He doesn't have an outro set up. He doesn't have
And
an
remember,
outro.
it's always good to save money. Never forget that.
Ooh, oh, yeah. So, hang on, I'll serenade us out. You're watching, yes, you're watching Pop Talk. You're watching Pop Talk here on the YouTube. Oh, here we go. I found it.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Pacific414 for Pop Talk is here. Sit back and relax and join the conversation. We've got Baron, Orman Tagge, Cashmoney007 and even Mike too. Pop culture, entertainment, news and reviews, discussions on welcome here. Reactions, watch parties, and special guests. We like to have a good time. Pacific414 for Pop Talk is underway. For all the seat, we're inviting you to stay. Articles, collectibles, reviews, you say. Baron, Cash, and Mike bring the fun tonight. Now sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Don't forget to like or comment below. We almost forgot to share out the show. Pacific414 for Pop Talk is one of a kind. It's true.